Check, 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 check. Can y'all hear me now? Can y'all hear me now? Check, 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 check. Can y'all hear me now? Can y'all hear me now? Good to go. All right. Everything was switched, man. Everything was switched off. Y'all can't even see my wealth walk, man. I'm trying to promote the wealth walk for Alexandria. Y'all pull up. Oh, you sent the slides? Okay, Quanta said he sent the slides. Hey, it's going down tomorrow, man. Y'all make sure y'all pull up tomorrow at 3 o'clock. The nephew Quanta the Don gonna be doing the Tim's Tidbit takeover. This is the first time ever we done had some lunchtime lessons takeovers. We done me and Lex done went on the come up series, but it's the first time anybody taking over Tim's Tidbit. You know what I'm saying? All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn it on. I'm gonna say it's on you, Quanta. He gonna take the show. I ain't gonna share nothing tomorrow. You feel me? It's gonna be all on Quanta. Y'all make sure y'all pull up. We doing the market maker sell models and market maker buy models. Y'all make sure y'all pull up and support the young bull tomorrow. Why do you need to support the young bull? Leave the children our future. Y'all pull up the bar and support Quanta as he, you know what I'm saying, share his knowledge on market maker buy models, market maker sell models. Everybody know that, you know what I'm saying, my primary bread and butter these days is trading price action for futures, for options, for leaps, for everything. That's all I do. I trade price action. You know what I'm saying? When I first started learning how to trade, levels is what I gravitated toward the most. And after me just deep diving, I realized I gravitated toward levels because levels is like the most closely related to price action. You know what I'm saying? Everything goes back to price action. You know what I'm saying? If you use indicators, it go back to price actions. Well, Tim, why you say that? I'm glad you asked that, little Timmy Rogers, because every indicator that's made, all it does, it looks at the price action in the past and gives you some type of average. That's what the EMAs is. You know what I'm saying? It's a moving average. It gives you some type of average. All these stochastics or stochastic or whatever you say, the RSI, the relative strength index, all it's doing is looking at what stuff did in the past and giving you an average based off the price action. You know what I'm saying? So everything leads back to price action. And once you learn how to read price action, you know what I'm saying? You become more consistent with higher probability trades. You're not guessing. You know exactly where the price going. You tend to hit targets more. You tend to sweat a little less about, you know what I'm saying, getting stopped out. Yes, you still get stopped out, but your percentage of wins goes up. You still get stopped out because ain't no 100% guarantees on nothing. But price action is my thing. That's all I do these days. And with that said and done, let's look at what the Spizz been doing while I was on leave. I said leave. Golly, I'm still acting like I'm at work. Let's see what the spy was doing while me and the family was on vacation. Vacation. We had a good vacation. Mickey Mouse, the Mickey Mouse, what's the names was amazing. The Mickey Mouse pretzels. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing like a good Mickey Mouse pretzel or Mickey Mouse pancake. You feel me? Uh, let's see. Look at the spy. Look at the spy. Look at the spy. Yeah. Look at the spy following my line. Let's go spy. Let's go spy following my line. Y'all remember when I drew this line back on March the 3rd? I drew all these lines on March 3rd. Let me clean this up some. I can knock this out of here. We gonna take this out of here because that fair value gap got serviced and retraced. We gonna take that out. This the fair value gap that we hit. Start retracing. Look at it. How it's far. Remember I said this was my best case scenario when I drew this line up to this fair value gap that I just deleted. Let me put it back. when I drew this line up to here, I said I wanted to see the spot come up here, then trade back down and service this fair value gap here, right? And I was like, my best case scenario was going up to this fair value gap right here, right? And then coming back down and servicing this fair value gap. And I was going to be looking to get into my swings on the way back up. So now, um, I still feel the same way. I still want now. I got the best case scenario on making the swing high, right? Now it's following my line. I like that. I like that. It's kind of, remember I said this down close candle right here was gonna be cause for concern. You know what I'm saying? Over the next week, I was like over the next week, and as you see, we came down right there. Did it go tick for tick? Let me see what the bottom of that is. The bottom of that is 443.71. 443.71. The low on that 443.47. The low on that 443.53. So that's relatively close. That's almost tick for tick on that date. And as you see, we came down. Ooh, look at that, what it made. We got some relative equal lows. We got 1, 2, 3 relative equal lows right there. Ooh, come on down and rate them. Come on down and rate them. What's the next fair value gap now? We don't have, no. Okay, so we got one fair value gap in front of the one that I want to get to. So I will mark that. I get rid of these because I get rid of this. Let me just move it instead of deleting it. We're going to put it down here because we made a new fair value gap it ain't new, but we made one that I didn't mark here. All right, so we got a little one there, right? I want us to blow the doors off that one. I want us to come, like we came down, we got relative equal lows right here, right? I want us to blow the doors off. What I'm watching here, since we broke this high right here and went up and we broke this high here. Now what I'm watching, just like this week, I was watching us to come to this down close candle and give us some, you know what I'm saying, give us some headaches, which it did. You know what I'm saying? I feel good about that. That played out to the T just like I thought it would, even though I was on vacation and couldn't trade. We came down to it. It gave us a few headaches, right? And then can you break down fair value gaps again in layman's terms? Yes, I can. Go on YouTube and ask that same question, and I'll answer it. Go on YouTube. What I say? I can't hardly read. Life is a how, whatever that is. Whoever asked that, go to YouTube and ask that question, and I'll answer it. So what I'm watching now. What I'm watching now, since we made these equal lows right here, and let's call it 443.50, close enough for government work. Since we made these equal lows around 443.50, right now, what I'm watching is, you see this this down close candle right here, which was the high that we just blast through. Excuse me, the last high that we just blast through. Now, I'm looking for, if we come back to this level right here around, let's just say 440, around 440, 441, right? If we get down there, they might act funny because that's coming right back into this this level right here. Sometimes when you break a high, when you trade back into that level, what did I just do? Where did it go? Where did the line go? Did I not make a line? Is the line invisible? Oh, it's invisible. Okay. All right. I'm trying to make sure. I don't know what this thing doing, man. I just don't want to have a whole bunch of lines on there. All right, so when you trade back into an area, when you trade back in, like once you break through an area like this right here, how we broke through this right here, when you trade back into it, a lot of times it'll bounce off that either up or down. So I want it to come all the way down here, but what I'm watching is, and I deleted my thing again, so I'm just gonna make another one. Right. So what I'm watching is that level there and this fair value gap right here. Now what I want us to do is blast through. I want us to come down, blast through this level where this what the line it is, that 441. I want to blast through 441. I want to blast through this little small fair value gap right here and get all the way down here to this fair value gap down here before we start going back up. That's my ideal situation. But in all honesty, if we get down to this fair value gap right here and start acting like we're gonna slow down and go back, I'll probably start scaling into my December 2024s. I'll probably buy one here, and if we get down here, I'll probably buy another one there. And then once we start going back up, then I'll start playing like the shorter term, like maybe some maybe like a 2023 or maybe like a June 2024 or something like, I mean a January 2024, maybe a January 2023, late December 2023, something like that once we start going back up. But if we get down to this fair value gap here, I'll probably go ahead and get at least one December 2024, and then get down to this fair value gap down here. I'll probably get another December 2024, and then on the way back up, I'll start, you know what I'm saying, getting like my shorter swings, and it's still at the same time still playing like, you know, some little weekly and daily stuff in my smaller account. Did anybody tell me how they went with? Bruh, go get your spectacles. Hey, there you go with them and how they talk about what you talk about with the mitigation blocks. Quantities, I done told y'all about all these fancy words. Oh man. Ain't nobody look, I'm going through these comments. Ain't nobody shared they how they week went. Hey, who asked me that question on Instagram? Somebody asked me a question on Instagram and was like, can I break down a fair value gap in layman's term? If you in here, say I'm in here and I answer the question. If you're not in here, I ain't gonna answer the question. All right, anybody else got anything? 15 points in sim. Let's go. Y'all clap it up for Chris. Clap it up for Chris. Chris said 15 points in sim. That's what you was trading, Chris. The ES, NQ, what you was trading. Y'all clap it up for Chris. Chris said it got and I don't know if it's a he or she. It say Chris. KRYS. Say MES. That's what I'm talking about. Clap it up for Chris. 15 points on sim. That's what's happening. That was happening. I love that. Met my combine. Oh, Jamil. Y'all clap it up for Jamil. Jamil just passed the combine. You feel me? Jamil just passed the combine. Oh, this week is lovely. I went to go see Mickey Mouse and y'all was out there showing out in the market. Let's go. Let's go. Jamil passed the combine. Chris hit 15 points on the MES. Let's get it. Man, no nobody even go for ticks no more, man. These folk out here hitting points, you feel me? Hey, that's what's up, man. I ain't gonna stay too long, so that's what's up. I like that right there. I ain't gonna stay too long. That's what I'm looking at for the SPY. I don't even try to break it down to like a week or a day, or that's just what I want. I want, you know what I'm saying? I trade what I see. I just wanna I want the SPY to come. Oh, let me pull up the Ninja Trader so I can look at the ES. Like, I don't really be knowing the prices on the spot because I be looking at I be looking at the ES. So when the ES get to a certain point, that's when I be trying to get it. But the gaps and stuff be fairly close. So that's why I know, hey, we get to this gap, we get to 441, we get to 437. That's how I be, because the gaps be fairly close. But let me pull up this ES so I can look at this right here. All right. Put this over on the screen. If you know what I mean, put this on the screen. If you know what I mean. Okay. So this the ES. Oh man, look at that. I still got marks on that from a long time ago. Okay, so looking at ES, let's change it to a daily. Boom. All right, so why I said I want the ES to come down to 4,300, right? So boom. If I give me a rectangle. All right, so here we go. This is the fair value gap right there. Right there. So if I can get it come down to 4,300, that'll put me in that fair value gap right there. 4,300, that's 4,300 right there. That'll put me down into that fair value gap, and that'll be the same fair value gap that was on the spiggity. The same fair value gap that was on the spiggity right over here. This one down here. That's that same fair value gap there. Cause if you see that one there, then we got one here. Right around there. It's a small one there. See, this one it didn't make one on the ES like it did on the, it's got a small one here, but that's up higher. Cause they be trading. So the one on the spot is a little bit lower, like down there. So the gaps be like fairly close, but they don't be exact because the ES be trading all night. But I want the ES, see these relative equal lows right there on the ES that is making. Look at all the equal lows right here. So I want to just go ahead and bust through that and come on down here around 4,300. Here from IG. Okay, we invest. Let's talk about it. We invest wanted me to break down fair value gaps in simple terms, right? Fair value gaps, that's a term that I got from ICT, Michael, the inner circle trader, right? That's his term. You know what I'm saying? Most people just call them gaps, right? Most people call them gaps. And it all, fair value gap, gaps, imbalance, they all mean the same thing. Well, Tim, you keep saying that, but I still don't understand. I'm going to hook you up, little Timmy Rogers. I'm about to break it down for you right now. So, a gap, you can have full gaps. A full gap is when there's like a total separation from candle to candle. Like you go from one candle, I'm looking to see if I can find a full gap on here. You go from when the next candle open up, it's like a full separation between those two candles. Let me see. Let me go to a lower time frame, see if I can find a full gap. Right? Go down to hourly. It probably ain't gonna be now. Sometimes it do. Sometimes it happen. Them full gaps be happening like right at the end of the day to the next, the close of the session to the next. Let's go to like 5 o'clock. It'll like, that's when you really be seeing those full gaps. But it'd be like, I can't find now, so I'm tired of looking for it. So it'd be like a full gap where you got, I draw it. Right? You have a candle right there, and then you get another candle, right? Like this right here, what you want to look like. But it's like you go from candle to candle, right? But sometimes it'll do that. And that's a full gap. That space in between those two candles right there, that's a full gap. Because they don't share price, right? Now, a regular gap or a fair value gap or an imbalance, however you want to call it, that's when you have you got three candles, no matter what the time frame is, right? You got three candles. You got candle one, right? Can I do text on here? I can. You got candle one, right? You got candle two. You got candle two, right? And then you got candle three, right? Candle one, two, and candle three, right? Uh-oh. Okay. Why did I put two? Okay, so we got candle one, we got candle two, and we got candle three. It's a 3 candle pattern where candle one and candle three don't share price, right? So candle one and candle three does not share price. Put these up here like this. They do not share price. And it don't, like, I don't have wicks on these, but if they had wicks, the wicks wouldn't overlap either, right? And so where the fair value gap, where the imbalance, where the gap, however you want to call it, it is right in between where candle one and candle three don't share any price. That is the fair value gap. That is the gap. That is the imbalance, right? And the reason why it's an imbalance is because when you buying and selling, when it's going up and down, like, everybody needs to get their order filled. The market wants everybody to get their order filled. So if a candle takes off to the upside too fast, the big boys, they can't get all of their positions out off at the same time because they got too much. If it's not enough liquidity in the market to fulfill those big orders. Like us, if we trade in 1,000 contracts, that's pennies. That's just a drop in the bucket to what the big boys trading. You see what I'm saying? So if it take off too fast, it's leaving a bunch of buy or sell orders, and that's creating a gap because every candle should overlap to make sure everybody's been taken care of. So that leaves a gap. So the market tends to trade back to those gaps to pick up those orders that they left. And sometimes the people go in a little bit higher or a little bit lower than they wanted to. So sometimes the gap may not fill completely in, and most times it'll go tick for tick on the gap to get everybody order. So that's a fair value gap in the simplest term. That's the only way I know how to say it. It's a 3 candle pattern where candle one and candle three don't show a price. What's the difference between order block and supply and demand zone? I really don't know. I don't do supply and demand zone. I've heard of it. I know if you want to learn about supply and demand zone, hit YouTube and figure it out. But I don't know that. But order blocks, it's just, you got to, if you look at ICT, he can break it down. That's something I learned from ICT. But the quickest way I can tell it is you have a bias either up or down, right? And then you have a up close or a down close candle, you know what I'm saying, coming out of a trend or consolidation. And then when you get that up close candle or that down close candle, it's accompanied with a fair value gap. And then when you got all those pieces to the puzzle, that is what creates that order block. But every up close candle and every down close candle is not an order block. It's just you got to learn how to read the price action and figure out when an order block is formed. And if you look at ICT 2022 mentorship. It breaks down exactly what order blocks is. It's about 15, 16 videos up there now. Start at video 1 and go through 17, and you will learn what a order block is. Like I say, I don't do supply and demand zone, so I can't help you. The homie Mark from Trading with a Dummy, he I think he do supply and demand zone. Hit him up on IG, Trading with a Dummy. He might be able to help you out. Draker told you to come. We outside. Oh, what's happening? What's happening, Carl? You and Draker pulled up? Yeah, I hope y'all brought some cornbreads and some cornbread and collard greens. And I don't want none of them cornbread and collard green they had that baby swimming in on IG that time. Trinisha in here? What's happening, Trinisha? What up with you? Y'all still ain't hey, ain't no problem, Big Chuck. Uh-oh. Ain't no problem, Big Chuck. I appreciate you. Hey, Chuck, you look like Dave Chappelle. Carl. Carl, you just pulled up. This your first time pulling up? Welcome to Spider Gang. Hey, anybody gonna tell me how their week went before I get off here? All right, we talked about fair value gaps. I talked about why I wanted to get down to at least 4,300 on the ES. I need 4,300 so I can start scaling into my swings. Until we get down there, I'm just gonna be playing my daily and weekly option plays. My daily, I might take a few daily futures trades. What else? What's up, what's up, Shanshi? Hey, shout out Shanisha. Shanisha out here changing lives. If y'all ain't got her book, buy her book. If y'all ain't tapped in with her, tap in with her. It's Shanisha Changing Lives on IG. Y'all tap in with the cousin. Oh, I really ain't got no level. Pamela Renee, she asked what was my level before the swings. I really ain't got no concrete level, but I want to see the ES get down to around 4,300. And the reason why I want to get down around 4,300, let me show you on the screen. There's a nope, that's the wrong thing. There's a gap. There's a fair value gap around that area that I want us to get to. That fair value gap that I marked right there. This fair value gap right here. I can't see my screen no more. I gotta make sure I'm on now. It's on the screen, baby. I can't see it. Okay, it's on the screen. All right, so this fair value gap right here, the bottom of the gap, the bottom of the gap is 43.19. I mean 42.63. The top of the gap is 43.19. Right? So I want, and then the ES, we made these equal lows right here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 days of like relative equal lows right there. So now I want the ES to bust through them equal lows. It's a teeny weeny little fair value gap right here starting at 44.15. Bust through that. Just run him over like a Mack truck. Get down here and service this fair value gap right here. If we get down to 4,300, boom, I'm gravy. I'm going to start scaling in. I'm going to get at least one December 2024 if we get down to 4,300. But I want us to get all the way down here and service the whole gap. 42.60, close enough for government work on the ES. And if we get down there on the ES, right, that's going to put us down here around 43, just say 43.30. Which say 43.30 on the SPY, close enough for government work, give or take, and then all the way down to 42.26 on the SPY. That's the, you know what I'm saying, those the areas on the SPY that I'm looking for it to get down to. I ain't got no concrete level, but everybody know my ideal scenario was to come up here, break these highs over here into this fair value gap, trade back down into this fair value gap, and on the way back up, boop, get in, swing with me, swing with me. You know what I'm saying? Do I think we're gonna run to all new highs like relatively quick? IDK, I really don't care. I just trade what I see. Shout out my daughter Alexandria Cartwright. Y'all support her Wealth Walk apparel. Um, Spider Gang, apparel and accessories coming soon. I got the quality material stuff that I like. I mean the quality clothes that I like. So all I gotta do is finish building out the store. I be lazy. Like I said, if y'all want to support your boy, buy a shirt, buy a phone case, buy, you know what I'm saying, buy something when I open up the store. And we're gonna keep giving out this, we're gonna keep sharing our journey. We ain't teaching that. We're gonna keep sharing our journey for the free 99 so everybody will be there when we build a new Wakanda. Tomorrow, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, the Young Bull, Quantity Done, will be doing the Tim's Tidbit tomorrow. It's going to be on Market Maker sell models, Market Maker buy models. My eyes don't see it like that. So, hey, the Young Bull going to come in and take over for the day and teach the old man and teach everybody how to see it. I don't know how to see it. They drive me crazy. A Market Maker sell model setting up. I can't see it like that. So he gonna come in here and break it down for the people, man. Y'all make sure to tell everybody that the Young Bull gonna be here. Y'all share it. Y'all make sure y'all show up and support. We up to like 803 subscribers. Y'all tell people to tap in and hit the subscription button so we can keep on running. We got like 2,500 on IG, and it ain't nothing but 803 on YouTube. Tell the cousins to pull up on YouTube and hit the subscribe. Shout out Tranisha, always here. Shout out Quanti, always here. Shout out Draco, always here. Shout out Lex, always here. Here to learn and share, always here. Carl, shout out Carl, shout out Doc, shout out Boy, shout out Tiffany, shout out who, baby? Yeah, here to learn and share. Yeah. Shanisha, shout out Jamil passed the combine. Shout out Chris. Chris hit 15 points in Sim. Those the only people that told me how their week went. Chris and Kevo. Shout out Kevo. Kevo always pulling up. I don't see Boogie in here. I probably ain't seen him because he probably finally put a shirt on. But shout out Boogie. Boogie be in here. Who else? Oh, it's a question. Wait, you have another kid? Oh yeah, yeah. My daughter Alexandria Cartwright. She got Wealth Walk. Y'all go to wealthwalk.com and buy a shirt. She got the sweatshirts. I don't know if she put the t-shirts up yet, but I know she got the sweatshirts up. Y'all support Alexandria Cartwright. Wealthwalk.com. Hey, y'all know what it is. Pull up tomorrow at 3 o'clock. And the Young Bull gonna do his thing. I appreciate y'all. This has been the weekly wrap up. And yes, I will save this on YouTube if y'all want to go back and look at it. Hit the like button. I'm gone.